As many of us go through our daily life, we go through using water in so many different ways. We often take it for granted and don't think about uh, water being available and being there for us, because it always is. Uh, but there are some in our community that don't have water all the time.
It would be great if we lived in a perfect world where service lines or water lines did not break. But that's not the case. Often we find senior citizens, young people that have broken service lines. And this causes them to have high water bills. And they cannot always afford to fix those water leaks.
And then when they have an unexpected situation to have to pay for, like a big plumber bill, that may very well be, and we've seen this happen, it's the straw that breaks the camel's back and sends that family out of that home. And sometimes they'll have to go live with another family or go to a shelter. And we think we can prevent some of that from happening. It's a bigger issue than anyone really realizes.
Good morning, Birmingham Waterworks. Mrs. Wells speaking. May I help you, please?
Most of the time, in the winter months, majority 2 out of 5 to 3 out of 5 calls are because of a busted pipe or some type of leak on the system. I do get a lot of calls from the elderly who just barely making it on what they have. And when that pipe bursts, I've had several elderly people or single parents that just really can't afford it. And they're trying their best too.
Throughout the course of the day, I'm going to get at least 4 people who are going to have to make a decision on what to do today, because we're threatening to cut their water services off because of a high bill, and the high bill is caused because of a leak.
First of all, I'll come down here. My mother she's on Social Security, and she's not making enough money to provide for herself. And
okay.
I'm doing all I can. I'm on disability myself, so there ain't a whole lot I can do financially. So I do what I can, you know, and it's hard on my mama. And I always wonder why men cry a lot of times. Sometimes I be to myself crying because I can't help my mama.
I'm noticing your mother's account. Does she live here by herself?
Yes.
Her consumption is going up and down. Have you had anyone to check for leaks?
Yeah, we had a problem with this pipe up under hot water, and I didn't know it was busted.
Well, you know, my son do that. I can't see how to do nothing, so I don't know. But I know he kept telling me about it. One bill was $310 because it leaked. That's when the man come to cut my water off, but he said, "Miss, I don't cut your water off because you too old to be in the house with no water." So they went on back and didn't cut my water off. But I thank him for that too. Then my water bill was $310. So they didn't cut it off.
Unbelievable. But you still haven't had any hot water?
No. No, I ain't got no hot water, no.
How have you been getting hot water?
Heat it on the stove. You're not turning the stove on, heat it. Rinse your teeth, wash your face, everything. Yeah. Take a bath, everything.
So how long have you not had hot water for?
Since the price rose, I ain't had no hot water. I ain't had no hot water since then.
That's incredible. So a few months then?
Yeah, it's been a few months. I know, you know, when whatever was cold and frozen, I don't even remember the month. But I know you can't do nothing when you ain't got no money. Yeah. It's terrible.
After I spoke with Mr. Rattler and found out his mother's condition, I spoke with the plumber, Frank Williams, and he's going to go out and take a look at it and see if he can make the repairs at that time. And in doing so, that should put everything together.
Hello?
Hello, Frank?
Yes, sir.
Frank Williams.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Melvin Staples. How you doing, Frank?
Basically, what we try to do is people that cannot afford to get their plumbing fixed, so we can get the leaks stopped, and it'll help the waterworks and the customer also. It'll help preserve water for the waterworks, and it'll help the customer not have high bills that they cannot pay. And sometimes we look at the situation, and if a person cannot afford to have their plumbing problem fixed or the leak fixed, we'll just donate our time. A lot of these people on low income, you'd be surprised how low their income is. Under the house, the hot water line was broken. We replaced the broken water line, tied it back into the water heater, and that stopped all the leaks on the hot water line. So that completely gets her cold water and hot water where she can get the water back on and she won't have any leaks and won't have any high water bills.
The gentleman came and put my wake diligently all, they've been here 2 or 3 hours waiting, trying to get my hot water fixed. I'm so glad that they got it on now. So I can take me a good hot bath tonight. Thank you, Jesus. In a bathtub with hot water.
There's all kind of problems like this out there, all kind, everywhere. Just especially in the low-income areas. I'd say 1 out of every 10 houses got the same problem.
This is the reason why we need so many people to step up to bat and to help out, because there are so many people out there who need help.
We've seen some cases that have really been gut-wrenching and heartbreaking. A lot of times our employees will go back on the weekends or on their own time and help some of these customers fix their leaks. But the problem throughout our city and our area and our community is so vast that we don't have enough people to do all that on their own time. It's so important to our community that we do have a program that not only helps the community by helping these folks who are in need, but it helps us all by saving drinking water and conserving the precious resource that we have.